Hey guys, it's Aiko with Shua Girl. How are you? So this is day 8 of my Facebook challenge, 17-day Facebook challenge. So today I'm gonna answer 2 questions. So thank you very much for sending me questions. Okay, so first, how to make the sound of N and M. These consonants are actually difficult for Japanese speakers. Why? Because Japanese nasal consonants are a bit confusing. Because 日本語のん is like really unique. It's really unique. It could be n or n, and this n sound is not in English. The 発音記号, the pronunciation symbol for n is like something else. It's not n. So it's a little bit confusing if you're Japanese and trying to speak English. N and M are usually confused. So how to pronounce it, right? So N is when you put your tongue above, like this, lift your tongue up, put this area on the roof of the mouth, and you don't close your mouth. So, so this is N sound, and M, you close your mouth, M, right? So, so that's M. So, if a word starts with N or M, it's easy, but when a word ends with an N or M, it gets kind of confusing to native speakers. So, for example, the word done, D-O-N-E, done. So when you want to say like, oh, I'm done, don't close your mouth, because if you close your mouth, it's gonna sound like dumb. It becomes a completely different word, right? So you want to be careful, because in Japanese, we don't really have this type of difference, right? Even if you close your mouth or if you don't close your mouth, the sound doesn't really change, because it's just so unique. So just be careful when you have N, you don't close your lips. And when you have M, then you close your lips. And then also, for N, you want to move your tongue up, especially at the end of the word. So for example, done. It ends with N, right? So make sure you bring your tongue up to say done, at the end, because if you try to speak it with like Japanese sound, done, it's like really Japanese sound, done. Your tongue doesn't go up when you try to speak it with Japanese accent, done. That's because Japanese is very different. The tongue stays down, so that's why the sound is not in English. English N, the tongue goes up all the time, so make sure to do that. So that's the difference between N and M. So please let me know if you have any more questions about the nasal consonants. Okay, so thank you very much for the question. So next question I have is, okay, so I'd like to know tips to improve my intonation. Thank you very much for the question. So I get a lot of questions about intonation. So I already shared some tips in the previous Facebook Live videos, but I would like to add a little more to it. So first, you want to be aware of your intonation. So it's really hard to realize how your intonation is moving if you're speaking, right? So I highly recommend that you record your voice, and then just listen to it and analyze when the sound goes up and down. Intonation is all about melody, so it's like a music, right? Like going up and down, up and down. So you listen to the melody and just analyze how you're moving your intonation, like when you go up, when you go down, right? So that's something that you can work on. And again, it's really good to have someone that can give you feedback to tell you, how you're improving in your intonation. But you decide to work on your own, I recommend that you watch like dramas or movies or TV shows. TV shows are like more natural than dramas and movies, because in movies, the actors and the actresses, they have scripts, right? So they're reading scripts. So it still sounds natural, but some phrases and stuff are not really used in real life. It's just for like that movie. So you just want to be aware of that. So talk shows are more natural, so you can listen to how they talk, how they move intonation. So you can just start listening to the melody, not the words or sentences they're saying, but you want to focus on just the melody when you're listening to the conversations. So just listen to the melody and how they're moving, and there are always patterns of intonation. So you can work on you can analyze the patterns, and also just get used to listening to the melody, just the melody. And then you record your voice again and listen to your voice, and then see that, it sounds different, right? It should sound, it might sound very different, or it might sound a little different, and you want to find out why it's different. And then find out when you sound kind of different, then you can work on that part. So the great thing about pronunciation or intonation, there are always patterns, because it's pretty scientific, right? So you can start working on analyzing the pronunciation patterns. And also like textbooks, like pronunciation textbooks tell you about intonation. Some of the books go into very details about intonation, but just be aware of that. The textbook pronunciation intonation is not so natural, just to let you know, because they are more exaggerated. There are like it's a little unnatural, because if you think about it, like if you think about Japanese textbook audio, and when you listen to the CD, and the voice in the Japanese textbook audio is not so natural, right? So it's same thing. So in the English pronunciation books, the pronunciation is not so natural. So just to be aware of that. The intonation that you learn in textbooks is a little different from the real intonation. So just to be aware of that. So I that's why I recommend that you watch like talk shows, dramas and movies, so that you get used to the real conversation, right? And then just record your voice and analyze what's different, and then work on it. I did that before by myself, and then it's very hard to work on your own, so it's really good to have someone who knows about pronunciation. So I highly recommend that you find some accent reduction coach that can give you feedback, so that you can improve your pronunciation or intonation effectively. Okay, so thank you very much for the question. Thank you. And yes, so in terms of intonation, I get so many questions. So I decided to do free workshop, which is Yes, it's tomorrow actually, and 2 p.m. in Hawaii time, 5 p.m. in West Coast time on the mainland USA, and if you in East Coast time, it's 8 p.m. and Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. So I'm gonna put the link here so that you can sign up. It's free. And in a workshop, if you like, you can turn on your mic and I can check your intonation real quick and give you feedback right in the spot, so you know how you're doing with the intonation. So right now I have participants are like a half and half, mostly in Japan and 3 or 4 people in the US. So you know, if you're in Japan learning American accent, then you know you can join this workshop. I only teach American English pronunciation. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, so thank you very much. Oh, thank you for joining live. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Okay, and if you like to learn pronunciation from me, I have few options, and the first one is the group course, where you get a file and lesson video each week for 12 times, and you work on it and you do homework by doing Facebook Live and show your pronunciation, and then I give you feedback through Facebook Live, and you know you can see how you're improving. So it's pronunciation basics course, and it's 12 weeks, and it starts on August 27th, and I'm looking for 3 people who would like to take this course. And right now 3 people are taking this course, and I'm looking for 3 new people who want to take this course. And it's really effective because I only focus on the real pronunciation, not the textbook pronunciation. So I'm going to put the information in this description box so you can check it out. This is designed for Japanese people who are in the US working in an English environment already. And another option is online courses. So I have 5 online courses produced on Udemy and Teachable, and they are inexpensive because I want like many people to check it out. And right now I have like more than 800 people have enrolled in one or more courses. I'm really happy with the result. Yeah, so I'm happy to know that there are so many people who are interested in improving their pronunciations. I'm really happy with that. So if you want to know how I teach, like what I teach, then this will be a good primer because it's really simple. It's self-study, so you don't get feedback, but you can get like some good information about pronunciation. So you can see how effective it is, and if you like it, if you like to take lessons from me directly, then you can, please contact me. Okay, and the private coaching is already taken, so I already closed it, so I'm not looking for people who want to take private coaching with me at the moment. But if you are interested in taking private coaching in the future, I recommend that you contact me as soon as possible so that I can, keep that spot for you. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. All right, so thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please comment here. All right, so thank you. Bye.